Alright, hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu Merfolk Master. And you know what? People are like, are you playing Blue-Red Merfolk or what? Alright, today let's go play with some Blue-Red Merfolk. We got Lightning Bolt, Bone Crusher Giant for some card advantage, and we get to utilize a Braid and Blood Moon in the sideboard. If you love all the flavors of Merfolk, a lot of people have been trying this out lately. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And before we get into our deck tech, we are going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com, the content creation site to help you with your commander deck, help you get into Pioneer, push through on Modern, and more. The Manabase is your home base for everything at Magic the Gathering. And Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. If you want to try out all variations of decks that you play, you can do it with Mana Traders. That's what I'm doing right now. And if you want to support the channel, you can use my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can save yourself 15% on your first 3 months using my coupon code Nikachu. So here's the deal. I mean, it's really simple. We're playing... Our removal spell changes from Dismember to Lightning Bolt. Now, the disadvantage is we can't kill 4 toughness creatures, which are relatively popular. Not entirely popular. There's enough of them. I mean, Thought Not Seer is still around. Dryad of the Elysian Grove is around. On the plus side, this can go directly at our opponent's face and is way more flexible than Dismember ever was. And we're going to lose way less life. I mean, maybe we got a Fetch and Shock. That's 3 life compared to 4. There's going to be a lot of situations where that does not even happen. Moving on to Bone Crusher Giant. Bone Crusher Giant will still kill a lot of creatures. Hopefully most of the prowess creatures that they can't randomly play Gutshot or Mutagenic Growth. Or even if they do that on our turn, then that's wasting prowess triggers and that spell. So Bone Crusher Giant hopefully can kill things, and also is a pretty sizable body. 4/3 is nothing to laugh at to attack our opponent. Now, we are always having trouble against Ensnaring Bridge. Bouncing it, how do we do it? We just abrade it now. So we have additional removal spells in the form of Abrade in the sideboard, while also being an answer to Chalice of the Void. And we're playing Blood Moon, non-basic lands or mountains. I don't really know exactly where we're bringing this in, but rest assured, I actually think Blood Moon should be, it's still a really powerful card, and in the matchups, like some people say, well, it's going to screw us over. We're not screwed over very much against Blood Moon. Like, I've beaten Blood Moon a million times. You can play Blood Moon against me all you want. Aether Vial dodges it. If we fetch our islands, that's usually going to be enough to cast our Rejuries, and we have red spells now to like cast with Blood Moon, so I think it's going to be fine. And we're only going to bring it in the matchups where they just basically auto lose when it resolves. For Smuggler's Copter, just because I like it these days. So we have no 1-drop creatures. We just hope to disrupt them on very early portions of the turn, and then win out with the Lords. Alright, with that, let's get into our league. Boltfolk. 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 Everyone wants to see Boltfolk. Do we want Lava Coil? No. I would use Mana Traders if Magic the Gathering Online was more accessible. It is accessible. You pay $10 and boom, you're online. Or, sorry, you can play it for free, actually, but to unlock trading, you have to pay $10. We lost the die roll. This comes to play untapped, right? Yeah, so we can keep this. Hand's fine. Ooh, a burn per player. That is played in no deck except burn. And fortunately, we've got the goods. They for sure have a start with Eidolon of the Great Revel, and we've just dodged it. Oh, what a top deck. Bad top deck, actually. So I guess if they're going to play Eidolon next turn, because the thing is, if burn ever... Oh, that's a pretty good draw. I think I'm going to forego... I'm going to forego the Trickster line for this, because this will hurt their mana. Burn in this economy? I know. Let's see if we can burn them down. See, they're being mana efficient, but they lose a prowess trigger doing that. Well, they keep playing lands, so whatever. Still have Tricksters for days. Only 1 damage. What the hell? Oh, they might have... Maybe if they have... Ooh. Do I try to shoot you? I have a feeling this is just win more right now. I should just save it for something else. Well, I'm gonna pass. I have like I can save my mana. I was like considering Smuggler's Copter, but let's be serious. I can Violin a Lord. I can play a Trickster. No big deal. Okay, there's another thing I can do. I could tap this Swift Spear, and then after it resolves, then I Bone Crusher Giant it, because then it doesn't have prowess anymore, right? The only thing that would suck is if they played a card with prowess right then and there. Then I don't have many things to do at instant speed. I don't even know if this is the correct thing to do here. Putting bodies on the battlefield might have been just as effective. Searing Blaze. Yep. Okay, we gotta get aggressive here. Another Bone Crusher Giant. Let's play this and pass. My opponent says Spicy Tuna, yes. Gotta spice it up. I knew you had that card. I knew it. So what are the options? I could Trickster this on my turn, play Bone Crusher Giant, serve for... Yeah, let's just do that. Puts a bunch of stuff on the battlefield. Then our opponent has to play spells still on their turn. I think they're just dead. They probably just need to attack their Eidolon into our creature. We still have Stomp available to burn our opponent down. Sure. Costs you life. They have 3 cards left in hand. But still, I think the Eidolon's working for us now. I think they're dead no matter what they do. They can bolt this. Doesn't matter. Eidolon is working for us. Okay, so... Counterspells are fine. Spring Seas on the draw I don't like. I think Bolt is going to be great. For once, I'm not that afraid of these 1-drop creatures. I can just kill them. But we definitely need counterspells. Blood Moon, honestly, is okay, because it'll shut off Path to Exile, Lightning Helix, Boros Charm. It's okay. Why don't Eidolon decks run Vile? Because they have barely any creatures. It's mostly spells. I'm not in love with Copter. Copter's a poor blocker. Problem is this is it only hits creatures. This is like creatures or face. Oops. No. Don't go away. Don't go away. I could loot them away. Well, what's better? Like, they're gonna have some creatures every game. Maybe I'll bring some in and take out some tricksters. Still have 25 creatures. That's not too bad. Actually, Glasspool Mimic is not that necessary in this matchup. It's probably problematic too. Bring the Trickster back. I'm not in love with Trickster, but whatever. We'll do it like this. Well, Bone Daddy paid off there. Bone Daddy was not too bad. Well, I'm not in love with this, but we're gonna keep it. I'm not even gonna play Ether Vial turn 1. We found Bone Crusher Giant. That's sweet. Yeah, I don't want to get hit by. I don't even think we have a good hand for Ether Vial. I just don't want to get hit by this Goblin Guy again. Just let it attack, and then we'll bolt it. Master the Pearl Trident. This Goblin Guy didn't do anything for us. Now I'll play Ether Vial, put a Steam Vents into play tapped, and pass. So let's see, maybe they'll just burn us down. Destructive Revelry. I was immediately punished for thinking that I was allowed to have an artifact in this game. Well, how about this one? Am I going to have that one? Maybe now's not a bad time to try to get Redri on the battlefield. It's a pretty clunky card. And if they don't have Searing Blaze, then maybe this will just... Sorry, if they don't have... Sorry, if they have Searing Blaze, it might not be active right now. Boros Charm, okay. They're on their way. I don't even know what to do with these triggers. I guess hold up all this mana. Maybe that's okay. Assuming their hand is just full of 2-drops. Hand is clunky. If I'm gonna try to counter the thing that interacts with my board. That's awkward. I don't have a Merfolk to show. So we attack for 6. We have Bone Crusher Giant available. Yeah, it's like stuff like this I sort of want to... Or do I want to counter? I'm at 8 with 4 cards in hand. I could counter, replay the land, play Smuggler's Copter, but only deal 2. It means the game's got to go on for a little bit longer. It would just suck if I deprive this and they still bolt something. No, I gotta value the damage here. Okay. It still wasn't that bad. If you Destructive Revelry this thing, I'll be so pissed. They know I have a Bone Crusher Giant. Ooh, this is really close now. This is razor close. Well then, and you've got to have a burn spell in hand, right? My opponent says, geez, your list seems fun. My opponent admires the Smuggler's Copter. I have to hope my opponent has like Path to Exile or... I don't know what I'm trying to hope for, to be honest. I can Bone Crusher Giant this Swift Spear, but then I can't do anything else this turn. Because if I fetch and then cast Bone Crusher Giant off of Fiery Islet, I go to 1. And then like anything kills me. Or I hope he has Eidolon in hand. Anyway, everything looks pretty bad, so we're just gonna have to take the line that just does something instead of nothing. I don't want to sit back doing nothing. I think there's a lot of stuff that kills me. Because, like, my opponent can't have a dead card in hand. But this puts myself in a position to maybe win the game next turn. I guess the Spire Bluff Canal. Okay. I lose everything. Yeah. Let's go to game 2. So now on the play, I'll bring in Spreading Seas. Actually, maybe I'm going to bring in Blood Moon too. Let's see the power of Blood Moon. And they have destructive. They showed me that they played They brought in all the white cards. So actually, we are going to bring in the Blood Moon. We're going to bring in Blood Moon. And hopefully it screws them more than it screws us. I have to take out 5 cards now. Maybe I'll keep... maybe I'll... We have Destructive Revelry. Copter is better on the play. And it's also... If I play Blood Moon and hurt myself, it might be more playable than I think. I guess it's a cut. It's a potential cut. Okay, I'm going to go to 21 lands. So from here... Okay, I'll take out some Abrades. Not that necessary to have so much. I will take out some Copters. I'll take out... some Tricksters. I'm pretty interactive. I'm pretty high on spells myself. Moon is going to prevent them from playing Lightning Helix, Boros Charm, Path to Exile, Destructive Revelry, which they all have in their deck. I'm not in love with this hand, but, like, I can't throw it away. It sounds counterintuitive to bring in Blood Moon against a burn deck, but when you actually, like, lay out their deck, if they can't beat a Blood Moon. If, like, there's a lot of cards in their deck that can't beat a Blood Moon. The tempo Trickster gives you is really bad. It's really overrated tempo. Like, it's fine, but it's not great. Blue Moon Merfolk, I guess so. We got the spread. We have the Spreading Seasons. Spreading Seasons and Bloom and Blood Moon. Okay, so okay, Goblin Guide's gonna hit us. Please look for some lands for me, Goblin Guide. Again. Oh, Spreading Seas is not bad though. I'll take that. But I wish I wasn't taking damage from this. Another Spreading Seas. Alright, we're gonna seize them out anyway. And we get the Spire Bluff Canal. Ha! We will play this next turn. Or maybe not. Maybe we won't, given that we've already played 2 Spreading Seasons. I don't know. I'll think about it. Oh, they're getting ready for Destructive Revelry. Oh, shit. I guess I'll let them attack. Found another island. Okay, so, well, in that case, tap down the Swift Spear. Block Goblin Guide. Leave on 2, I guess. We'll leave this on 2 for now. Okay, that's not too bad. So I'll play Flooded Strand, crack, get Island, and I'll play a Blood Moon. Really unexpected line, but that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so it turns these back into mountains, but I'm sort of counting that they've got Destructive Revelry and other cards in their hand that are turned off. And I still have access to all the cards in my hand with this Blood Moon on the battlefield. Another Swift Spear, you gotta be kidding me. Now they just might go all out just because, well... Oh no, they can go all out because... Well, they can. They have red mana up. Tell you what, I'm going to try to block with Lord of Atlantis. Okay, we'll see what happens. I'll block. It's going to bolt me. That's going to be about 9 damage. Okay, so with that trigger on the stack, I'm going to bolt this other one. So I'm not going to take as much damage. So I'll lose that, not a big deal. Now I'll tick this to 3. So I can put everything in play. I hope my Blood Moon doesn't screw me over. I have a plan, damn it. I had a plan. I guess upkeep I will do something. Do nothing. They'll do nothing. Okay, they did nothing. It's fine. So, as a result, I'll play Trickster, tap down this, tap down this. I'm hoping I'm locking down like Path to Exile and stuff like that. Ooh, Bone Crusher Giant's coming in. So now I can attack for 10. Oh, they're so close to dying. But not quite. Okay, let's see how well this works. We're gonna start with Stomp. Okay, just snap resolved. I guess we'll attack for 6 and leave a Trickster on blocking duty. But as you can see, they're not playing anything because they have their cards in their hand are like Lightning Helix, Path to Exile. My opponent's asking, am I streaming right now? Yeah, I'm streaming. Come on! Come on over! Yeah, too bad I can't violin this time. Well, the same thing was with Brazen Bar. Too bad we couldn't. You're gonna check the deck list out? Come on over. What did you... And also, when you get here, let me know what you had in your hand. Because obviously, 4 cards, not... Like, look! Here's the burn deck. They have 3 red mana available, 4 cards in hand, but they're not casting anything. And a lot of people are like, no, don't bring in Blood Moon. It doesn't do anything. No, it does things. Lightning Helix, Boros Charm, Path to Exile, Destructive Revelry. There's actually a lot of cards in their deck that are shut down by Blood Moon. Now, that being said, given how this game played out, it actually looks like the Spreading Seasons would have been enough. I think. It looks like they would have been enough, because I doubt they could do much with 1 green mana source here. Anyway, that was round 1. Let's go on to round 2. Let's move. Let's keep it going. Actually, if you don't mind, I'm going to make some tea. Nikachu loves his tea, so enjoy the deck for a second, and I'm going to go get some tea. I'm not convinced Monster CC, but you went also. You'll give me that. It's better looking than it looks. I'm just going to say that. It is nice being able to kill creatures. My god. The Spreading Seas crushed you. What did you have in your hand in the end? Captain Oblivious. You see? Destructive Revelry. Although you never drew a second card anyway. You had 2 Destructive Revelries. Yeah, the back-to-back Spreading Seas were good. You never even got that Destructive Revelry off. Yeah, in the end, the moon actually helped them because they never drew another red source. Why no Mutavault? Because it gets crushed by my own Blood Moon, and I don't know. I guess there was room. Oh, I think the problem was I really need I think 14 red sources in my deck in order to reliably have Lightning Bolt available on turn 1. And so what is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. So I would have to kick out my islands, and then I'd be really weak to Blood Moon and other Blood Moon decks. Yeah, Moon was nice, but I had a great board anyway. It is nice, however, to just snipe off creatures with like Lightning Bolt and stomping the Swift Spears. Now people are here. And I'm just playing Merfolk. People are like, no, I don't want to watch this. Now I got like 70 viewers. People are like, yeah, we're Blue-Red Merfolk, Lightning Bolt and Merfolk. Awesome. Bolt and Stomp seem great for Merfolk. They are, actually. It's a good idea. So the downside to a deck like this, I'm not certain, but I'm just assuming, is like Death Shadow might get like a lot worse because these cards are very less likely to kill Death Shadows. And but maybe, because maybe they'll be good because we can burn our opponent's face instead. So I don't know. I don't know. But obviously things like Dryad of the Elysian Grove are like basically impossible to kill. And maybe this isn't even the best mana base. Maybe we should go for the Painless mana base that we see the blue-red decks playing right now, because Painless is very useful right now. It is. It's nice to keep your life total high. Also, of course, we're not playing with Cavernous Souls, so... Well, we can't play with Cavernous Souls. I think Cavernous Souls and Bone Crusher Giant are a little awkward. Well, yeah, maybe it's possible anyway. Who cares? Let's get back to the action. Last time I played Blue-Red, the ley line was Hot Tech, and that ate up Shadow and Jund. I think I'm going to beat Jund. Oh, well, I may know. Maybe Jund is going to be difficult with my list. That's possible, Bishark. I wonder if the guy who 5-0'd with Boltfolk recently plays the list a lot, or if it was just like... Well, here's the deal. Like, I am confident my Simic Merfolk deck is good because I am regularly getting 5-0s over and over and over again. You know, the other variations are, the variations where you see a list pop up once in a blue moon, you cannot be as confident. We've got a one-lander. I cannot click the mulligan button fast enough. 4 Omnath is still a thing in Modern? Absolutely. Yeah, I can keep this. I'm not in love with it. Copter on the draw usually sucks. What are we up against? Another burn deck? What the hell? Another burn deck? What is going on here? Another burn deck. Didn't you hear? Prowess is a better deck. Oh, we have a second Bone Crusher Giant. 2 burn decks in a row! We're going to take a little bit of damage, but... I guess 4 damage between this and... But we're going to stomp one of these. You're going to get stomped, Swift Spear. You're going to get stomped. It's been great for turn 1 Lightning Bolts. More Smuggler's Copters. New meta, yeah. Well, that's the leagues for you these days. Like, the leagues. If they have any tricks to save it, like mutagenic growth, it's best to do it right now so you just get it out of their hand and they don't get the prowess triggers. Well, I got another one. Although their hand is gas, which is very concerning. And I can't exactly play 2 cards a turn anyway. But I mean, if I get the mana, I'll just play Bonecrusher Giant. And if they resign, they won't even know we're a Merfolk deck. So far, we haven't shown them a single fucking Merfolk card. I've shown them fetch lands, a Steam Vents, and a Stomp and a Bonecrusher Giant. Yeah, here comes Lightning Bolt. 5 damage. We're probably losing, to be brutally fair. Because I have to stop these. And they'll just like bolt us every turn unless they have 2 drops in hand. Who doesn't know you in the modern online community, Nikachu? I don't know. Oh god. No, I don't want to take any damage. We're not taking damage. That is just not happening. I guess, however, I want more lands, so... Alright, the jig is up. I'm actually... They're like, I thought he plays Merfolk. Oh, he does play Merfolk! Okay, please kill this thing. Don't go to my face. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. No. Okay, so... No! They got the second land! It's over. Oh, it's really over. What do I need now? Okay, then. Well, I don't know what can help us here. But maybe I can attack for 3, and if I somehow get to untap, for some reason... Why is this back? Yeah, we're dead. Okay, we're on the play. So we'll do the same plan as before. Actually, I'm not going to bring in Blood Moon this time, because my opponent did not show me that they were playing, like, as far as Destructive Revelry was concerned. So I'll keep the Blood Moon aside. Like, they have enough spells that are not mono red. I'm willing to bring in the Blood Moon. Okay, I'm on the place. The Smuggler's Copter is not bad. I'll take out some Glasspool Mimics. Because it depends on creatures being on the board, and I can't even guarantee that in this matchup. I'll take out some Reegeries. It's clunky. I think Copter's enough on the play to deal damage. I'll keep this. Man, I think I'm going to just do this. And I'm not going to like it, but like, what are the odds they don't have a 1-drop? Sure, they're thinking about it. Okay, so I think they have a 1-drop. They just don't want to play it right now. That's fine. So I shot myself for 2 damage for... Oh, maybe not nothing. Probably another reason to play Traditional Burn over Prowess is the presence of Fatal Push. Well, Prowess is doing very well right now. Like, you can't deny how well Prowess is doing. Protection from red. Whenever a player casts a red spell, you can gain 1 life. That is awkward tech. I do have a Trickster for this, though. I think I have to play cards. No, I don't actually have. I could play Trickster here. Yeah, I'll just play Trickster at upkeep. I do want to use my mana as well as possible, but I don't have to do it immediately. And I have a second Trickster if necessary. That's a funny card to bring in against me. I don't want them to gain life. I'm gonna kill it anyway, somewhere in the future. Also, okay, hold on. Let's talk about this again. People are grossly overrating, like, trying to block, like, trying to block something with Trickster. That would hands down not work here at all. Because they would attack with a Core Firewalker, I would Trickster it, and then they would just bolt my Trickster, and this thing is still attacking. People are like, I'm getting this question incredibly often right now. Why aren't you trying to kill something in combat? Because they'll kill my creature and I'll take damage from it. It's the damage from the creature attacking me. The whole point of Trickster is to tap it before it attacks, not trying to get them in the middle of combat. That's fine if you can protect your creature that's blocking. If you can't do that, fuck that line, all right? Just don't even bring it to me. If you have no plan for protecting the creature that you're blocking, just forget about it. Because I'm getting this question really often, and I got to make this like a clip. If you can't protect your creature that's attacking, that you're trying to make the surprise block, this line is terrible, because they will just kill it in response. See, they have the Path to Exile. And then you don't get anything. And you get hit for 2 damage when really I wanted to prevent. Like, anyway, so the way I've played this game so far, they don't gain the life. They're not hitting me for 2. Oh yeah, it's super greedy. I mean, you be greedy if you need to be greedy. But for the most part, you don't need to be greedy. Just play straightforward Magic. I'm gonna get hit for 2 here, I think. Lightning bolts. My left hole is getting low. No denying this. You get nothing. Good day, sir. I don't know what to say. I'm very likely losing from this position. I don't think Spreading Seas is worth playing here. I think just committing more stuff to the board is worth playing. And actually, maybe I should just try to get this block. Try to straight up block this Core Firewalker. If they gain life, who cares? I should deal with the Swift Spear if anything else. It's not when creatures enter the battlefield, it's whenever you cast a red spell, so. Prive is not bad. So I'll Trickster down the Swift Spear, even though I sort of intend on bolting this thing. See, they don't want to attack. Well, looks like I have to spend my bolt on this Eidolon. Or I guess I don't. Maybe I don't have to, but I mean, they're not taking that much damage. They're running out of cards. I can Spreading Seas the Sunbait Canyon. Yeah, this game might actually go on for a little bit longer, so let's bolt this Eidolon. I would love a land here. I would love a land here. I got a land. Oh, I cast the red spell. That's why you gain life. Hilarious. So I go to 5. Sort of undermines the point of doing anything here. Okay, I'm going to Spreading Seas first. Let's Spreading Seas. What are you going to do? Can't sacrifice it. I'll take it. You know what? I don't like it, but I'll take the Fiery Islet instead of playing a Steam Vents. And I think I'm going to pass. Because I still think I need to be on blocking duty a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to Seize first. It's dangerous to let this resolve, but I will let it resolve. Because it's going to come to a point where my opponent can hoard burn spells in their hand and then rattle off a bunch of them and kill me. I think this is a good spot to hopefully blow them out. Or I guess if I block this, it's going to exchange with anything anyway, so let's keep the Trickster no matter what and just block the Swift Spear. Hopefully make it a trade. If it doesn't trade, whatever. Path to Exile. Yeah, we're going to counter this. I go to 3, though. Or I let that happen. No, I can't let this happen. This is stupid. It's painful. Now I gotta hope my opponent bricks for like a turn. But if it happens, then we win. So that's good. Alright. Time to create the counterattack. Okay, I made a mistake. I should crack Fiery Islet to see if I draw a 2-drop. Or sorry, a 3-drop, then I would tick my Vial up. I guess it doesn't matter. No, it does matter, because if I draw nothing, which I did, now I cracked this. If I draw a 2-drop, I did not draw a 2-drop. Charge! Maybe I should have played a fetch land. So if my opponent does nothing, I just crack it. Because there's definitely a lot of situations where I would want to just probably just draw a Lord right now in order to win. Ooh, that's not too bad. Okay, so let's see how this pans out. Is Lightning Bolt going to do it for us? Okay, we go to their upkeep, I guess, and we bolt them. Who's the burn deck? Who's the burn deck now? All right, go to game 3. So what did we learn there? We learned absolutely nothing. Yeah, wait from the bolt. Oh well, I didn't want to be a little too cheeky with this line. Assuming they had nothing, that might have been the line. If I knew they had nothing. They bolt me. In response, I bolt you. Okay, Spreading Seas is worse on the draw. Bring in some Rejuries. Or maybe I want to bring in some Abrades. No, just bring in Rejuries. Just bring in power. Well, this hand's bullshit. Yeah, this is unplayable. You know, I'm gonna say this hand's unplayable too because of the Fiery Islet. Gonna keep, but it's a losing hand. I should probably dump both Fiery Islets. I just can't take this damage. I don't know, maybe we'll keep one. Anyway. Not good. Not good for the third game against Burn. Alright, Goblin Guide. Guide me to some glory here. Can manipulate the top of my deck a little bit. Smuggler's Copter. That was terrible. Oh, I'm on the draw. I should have sided this out. Oh, no. Mistake by me. Alright, so if there's something I don't like, I can shuffle it away with the Fluted Delta. But I mean, we're pretty lost. Like, I mean, I guess we had a chance if they like don't play a second land or something. Maybe if they're flooding out. It's a possibility too. It's not looking good for the Merfolk people. I guess we start with Copter. Can't kill it with Searing Blaze or anything like that. Yeah, this should be an easy victory for them. Maybe I should have played Silvergill Adept. At least threaten to block Goblin Guide, and they would be forced to deal with it. At least utilize some burn spells here. I guess what I'll do next turn is I'll play Reejury, threaten to block with Reejury, or no, I can threaten to block with Trickster. So I mean with Silvergill Adept. 10 life. They've got 5 cards in hand. They still have a creature on the battlefield. I have to hope that they have nothing. They just flood it out completely. Rift Bolt to the face, sure. Good line. Well, keeping Copter on the draw. What's in my sideboard that I could change? I mean, maybe a Braid is just strictly better on the draw because I know I'm going to be up in these situations against Goblin Guide. I'm going to tap down the Goblin Guide. Okay, I'm going to tap down the Swift Spear. We could just die here. No, we do have some protection against like a removal spell here. I mean, Searing Blaze will be a beating, but I can at least activate. I can crew the Copter. Searing Blood, you gotta be kidding me. It's a tough one to beat. Still have a blocker. A blocker's a blocker. I've gotten out of some sticky spots before, but this seems pretty shitty. This Fiery Islet is bad. It's funny. We're playing if we played the painless version, painless mana base, we actually might be in good shape at this point. The problem with this Fiery Islet is even if I want to play Deprive, I'm going to take damage. I guess we're going to, and then once you're down to 3, now you're in a lot of trouble. That's how it is. Maybe last turn wasn't a bad spot to play Silvergill Adapt, and if my opponent doesn't have any burn spells, I'm okay. Boros Charmy, no siree. But I mean, I died at anything. I'll put the fiery eyelet back in my hand. Also, my lack of counter spells in this particular build is not great. Okay, so we didn't die, or we might die this turn. So maybe there's some hope. The hope begins with this. I really have to hope my opponent has a land in hand. They draw a land with some big canyon, and then they find another land. And then maybe there's a shot in hell of winning. Okay, this all signifies that they have air. Or I guess they can draw a Swift Spear if they have no spell. I can keep playing on in that situation. Alright, there we go. As prophesized. Gotta play to your outs. Ah, shit, that doesn't look good. Oh, I gotta land. I mean, I'm guessing we're dead. I'm just thinking of what we could play around a Path to Exile. Maybe they would make this move with Path to Exile. Well, I can't block then crew. Blockers have already happened. Because they might make this line with Path to Exile. Because if they Path to Exile pre-combat, then they crew the copter. Here, okay, but here's another philosophical problem. If I trade this, like, my best blocks are probably block Swift Spear, block Goblin Guide, so that if they Path to Exile, well, I guess they Path to Exile Reejerey, so I can't play around that. Okay, I can't play around anything, so we're just gonna tap this and hope for the best. If they have Path to Exile, I lose anyway. There's not a shot in hell I can come back if they have Path to Exile. Let's go do blocks. Let's go to 2. I like going to 2. It feels dangerous. For 1 damage. This will get buffed up. Yeah. It only took 1. Well, I didn't expect to play Burn in this league. 2 Burn decks in a row. Close though. I screwed up my sideboarding in the game 3. Definitely should have. If that copter was a braid, we could see a very different game. Yeah, let's see if we're gonna get a third. Let's see if we're gonna get a third burn deck. The matchup is probably close. I have removal, but I don't have as many counter spells in this build. It has just like 4 deprive. Can't use Chalice of the Void. Yeah, boomer meta. Where's the Jund? I would love to go first. Nope, it's the mulligan. This is a keep. I think I'll toss Glass Pool. A whole league of burn decks. We're gonna see Sacred Foundry turn 1. Sacred Foundry, shock. Whoa, there's another Wooded Foothills. But this also could be Red-Green Ponza. Mountain. Okay, Swift Spear, but that doesn't mean it's burn. It could be just prowess. I'll just bolt this thing on my turn. Make sure we don't enable light up the stage or any other nonsense. Oh! Okay, so it's prowess. I'd prefer that creature died, but you know what? All things considered, it's okay. Now let's see how well like Boltfolk does against this deck particularly, because we're going to have a lot more removal for these prowess creatures. A lot more removal. Show them a Lord. I don't really want to show them a Trickster right now. They might play some spells pre-combat. I will say this looks like a pretty good league for like main deck Chalice. But the leagues are so random right now. They're so random. I'm surprised that so far in 8 matches. Oh, it's Rakdos. Oh, it's Shadow. Oh, then I need to hold on to my Tricksters. I need to baby these things. That's such a good theory. Monster CC says, it's lunchtime. Everyone is trying to jam a burn league in during their break. Hey, Zarin. Okay, so this is Shadow. I'm not gonna play this Trickster, because I really need it for Scourge of the Skyclaves. And they don't actually have that much burn, so I don't care. The Swift Spear is, like, good, but it's not great. I'll just play another Silvergill Adapt. Hope they don't have Lava Dart. And be on my way. Okay, forget it. Oh, they have Lurrus here. They showed this to me. Anyway. This is what we saved Trickster for. Boop. Bye. We booped our opponents. I can't remember. Do they play Lava Dart? I'm getting blown out here if I do this. They have Lava Dart. Hey, Jan. I played Burn versus you last deck, and I haven't met any other Burn decks. I did meet a whole lot of White Leyline decks, though. Oh, the last match? Oh, welcome. You were my second Burn opponent. We were expecting a third one here. A lot of... Why Burn? Well, I mean, Burn, you know, Burn's fine or whatever. But I haven't seen Burn in ages, and then I just went back-to-back Burn decks. Well, if the Swift Spear grows big enough, I mean, I'll Trickster it. Or not. I mean, at this point, I think I'm just going to play... I mean, I just have Lethal here. Does everyone see Lethal? What's the Lethal line? What's the Lethal line, people? There's a few of them, actually. There's a lot of Lethal lines. Which one do you want to take? Show me. This is where chat gets to interact with the streamer. Name something. Trickster now? Okay, Jan says Trickster now. Let's Trickster now. Then what are we gonna do? That's one line. Iridri. Two Lords next turn. There you go. From the Crypt is out there. We're gonna have two Lords. We're gonna overkill our opponents. Here, let's take the Vial up to 3 for style points. Because if we drew a Lord like we did, we can now play all our Lords. From the Crypt, cheered 10 bits. Thank you very much, From the Crypt. You did a great job, too. You saw the line. And by ticking the vial up to 3, we can maximize how many lords are on the battlefield and maximize how much we're going to smash our opponent's face in. They're already dead to the first Rejury, but we're just going to have fun. In fact, we're going to untap their Swift Spear so that they can join the party. Come back, Swift Spear. The Omega the Omega Dunk. Marrow, tap your own guys. Oh yeah, that's a line too. Tap our own creatures. Play on hard mode. Yeah, block 1. I should have untapped 1 land. I should have untapped a mountain. Let them. Okay, you get 1 mountain. What do you want to do with it? Do anything you want with that mountain. Our opponent has lost connection to the game. Now, lost connection is different from disconnected, but maybe by untapping their Swift Spear, it screwed up with their computer. Their computer couldn't comprehend or compute what's going on. Well, it's possible it's a slow roll, but you know what? There's a lot of people, their computer is just not good with Magic the Gathering Online. You need a decent computer to run Magic the Gathering Online. If you're on a really old, crappy computer, you're taking chances. That's all I'm going to say. You're taking chances. Salute is snoring. I can hear him snore. It sounds bizarre. No way that's a... No way. That is a salt disconnect. Monster CC is calling it. This kind of violence is usually restricted behind an R rating. Yeah, we have like just total lethal here. They kept their life total at 20. We had it. This is Rakdos prowess. What the hell happened? They tapped out to put Lurrus in their hand, and now they're dead. Well, they're back. It says they joined the game. I don't know if they can do what they can do. This is game 1 of round 3. Just briefly looking at Twitter, sort of looks like people are trying to defend Simian Spirit Guide. That might be a lost cause. Force of Rage. Okay, so what do we do here? Is Blood Moon good? I bet if we bring in Blood Moon, they will not fucking see it coming at all. So maybe it's good in that sense. There's no way they're gonna like fetch for a swamp. Bolt is okay. We probably side out Bone Crusher Giant. Probably bring in Spreading Seas. That looks good. I should probably take out 1 vial or 1 land, I should say. Take out a Glasspool Mimic. You know what? Glasspool Mimic is pretty crappy in attrition-based matchups. It looks like it's threat density, but it's only threat density if you have something on the battlefield. If you have nothing, it's actually a liability. It's probably my biggest mistake while starting to play with this card. It's not good in control or attrition-based matchups. You have to side them out. So can I side in other stuff? Are they going to bring in artifacts that are going to be a pain in the ass to me? Maybe I can bring it. Deprive is probably not that bad in this matchup. Or maybe Bone Crusher's still okay. But I just have to catch those Swift Spears. Fast mana, not a culprit. Oh, were you the guy that was the discussion I was looking at? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I intend on making after the stream. I'm gonna make a Simian Spirit Guide video. Long story short, I don't think it's getting banned anytime soon, but like it's on the way. All the arguments. How much time do I have left? I have a minute. All the arguments people are using to defend Simian Spirit Guide, that's what they said about Mox Opal. That's what they said about Faithless Looting. And you know what? Didn't hold water. Actually, Smuggler's Copter, you're crap on the draw. Maybe we keep a few of you. You're still bad on the draw. Bring in Last Deprive. I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees, and I plead hibbity hop, hibbity he, get the hell out of my tree. What? Salute is snoring. Oh, I woke him up. I don't know if people can hear him. Go back sleep. Our opponent, we're gonna win by disconnect. I know it. Like Seaman Skip Spirit Guide is probably just a band-aid for a bad deck. It's just it never really got broken in half. And it's just starting to find spots in broken decks now. Like back in the day, you know, turn one Simian Spirit Guide Ritual Blood Moon, and then if your opponent played like Plains Ether Vial, you looked really stupid. Like that was not a consistently winning deck. It's just that Simian, well, it's just Simian Spirit Guide is just starting to get busted. I think for the most part, Simian Spirit Guide has only been part of really janky decks, or just bad decks, or fair deck. Like the quintessential deck is Ad Nauseam, right? That's a pretty fair combo deck. Of all combo decks, that's very, very fair. Then Simian Spirit Guide was just played in like jank prison decks. They used to play it in Etron for some reason. No, was it each? No, it wasn't Etron. It was in the what's it called? The OG deck, the Super OG deck with Ugin, so they could ramp out turn one Chalices and turn two Reality Smashers. Yeah, we can keep this. It's not a beautiful hand, but it's not a bad hand. Yeah, well, yeah. So Neoform was the first one to start. But the thing is, Neoform still wasn't a good deck. It's still not a good deck. It doesn't. It barely gets results. It's a pretty shitty deck. But it's moving it in the right. It's moving. It's starting to move Simian Spirit Guide in that direction. Like it's starting to develop a reputation for seeing play in these archetypes. Yeah, Eldrazi aggro was a thing, but only when Ivugan was legal. After Ivugan got banned, that version of the deck wasn't very popular anymore. Because it just wasn't fast enough without Ivugan. Then you're just down. Then if you like ramp out a Thought Knot Seer and they kill it, it's just you're just down a card. Well, we're not going to do anything for like 2 turns. I may have played a Simian Spirit Guide in Merfolk. One time was enough to know not to try again. I had the exact same experience. Although maybe I had just the completely wrong 75. Well, I don't even think Simian Spirit Guide is good in Red Prison. Like I don't think there's a big advantage to ramping stuff out. Because in the end, that deck loses anyway. Yeah, maybe some of the Turbo Vizier decks, but that again, that's a deck that was just a lose. It's just a loser deck. Like it doesn't win. I mean, I guess Neoform is still around. It's just not a big player or anything. I can't really beat a Scourge of the Skyclaves here, can I? Yeah. What? I did not see this coming. Stomp. I'm gonna stomp you. Don't save your Kiln Fiend with mutagenic growth. Just don't do it. Don't. Oh, excellent. It just died. Although even if they like put a Lurrus in their hand right now, I don't know what to do. Well, that's the thing. Like, Oops All Spells is the first jank deck that seems to be doing well. My opponent said, "Are you a Nikachu, the Merfolk Master?" Yes. Why, yes, I am. Oh, and they just saw me play Bone Crusher Giant. Regdab, subscribe with Prime for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much, Regdab. Welcome back to the stream. I'm gonna crush your bones. Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. He has a small head for a huge body. That is a small head. Oops is 100. Well, like they still. Well, here's the deal. Like it, even if Oops doesn't break it, if there are more decks like Oops that can pop up that are just randomly in existence, and you know, once a league you play against a deck that is of that sort of caliber, like where you just win on the spot in one turn, then maybe it could get banned. Like maybe it can get banned if there's just enough of these decks. Damn it! I don't even know if spreading seizing all the draw is even going to do anything. I'm going to go for it. Because I need to develop my mana. I can't beat this Lurrus very well. Shit. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not too bad. If they play Lurrus, I guess they'll draw a card off of Mishra's Bauble, but then I can bolt it. Even in Oops, Sim Spirit guy doesn't really make or break it, though. Oh my god, Manamorphose is going to actually fix someone's mana. Can I draw a land? Can I draw a land? Da 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 da. Can I draw a land? Can I draw a land? Just a single land. I can play Bolt and something else. Fuck. Well, if I tap one land, I tap both lands. Let's stomp this stupid fool. Die. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that was the most fair Manamorphose of Manamorphoses. They got to draw one card. If they're stuck on black mana, maybe we're in this game still. No! Now it feels like I'm up against a burn deck. Oh, another Manamorphose? Another. We're up against burn! Or I guess it's prowess, really. Just a regular prowess. Well, we have a trickster for that, but I need a land. Land is the life of magic. Where is my land? I sided out some lands. It's okay. Fuck. They got an army here. Where did this come from? You should have just played out these cards instead of grabbing Lurrus. I'd be in such bad shape. Alright, we found something. It's terrible. It's something, though. Bolt you. Oops is jank now and forever. Don't at me. Alright. Trickster's gonna be on chump blocking duty if I'm even allowed to chump block. Again, this Fiery Islet sucks. You know what? If we played this again, I would go with the we'd probably just dump the Blood Moon and we'd have the Painless mana base. Because this is not working out. The pain is real. What the heck? Do they even play light up the stage in these lists? I've never seen this before. Oh god, that's not good news. Do I just die here? We probably just die. I chump block, you pump this up. That's 6. 7. I mean, this is going to be eternally painful for a while. What do you want to do? I'm going to boop you again. I swear, I'm going to boop you. Does Deprive have a combo purpose in this deck? Might have just missed the answer. I mean, you can bring, like, I'm playing with Skyclave It's not Skyclave. Glasspool Mimic. So I do have the option to bring it back to my hand and recast it as a creature. But outside of that, it's just a counterspell to deal with control in combo decks. Well, I'll let my opponent play it out. I think I'm dead, though. Especially if they play Mutagenic Growth here. Oh, they didn't need it. Okay. Okay, I'm on the play. Well, they have Manamorphose, so they can get around Blood Moon. Okay, so they have Kiln Fiend. They have a lot more creatures than I thought they would. We're gonna blend, and we should just have this for Lurrus anyway. Maybe I'll just get rid of the Deprive. Deprive seems okay until it's not okay. How about Merfolk with Boil? See, that's the flavor of the month right now. People love to boil out the other island decks. So it's possible. Relic is probably okay, but I'm just gonna prefer to crush my opponent's creatures. Like, it only interacts with Lurrus, right? So I should just kill Lurrus when I have the opportunity to. So many prowess creatures. This deck is like maxing out on the prowess creatures. This is not the normal Rakdos build. This is not. This is nothing even close. It's like, I don't know, mono red prowess throwing Scourge in there and maybe Death Shadow. There's a lot of creatures in this deck, that's for sure. Super heavier on creatures. I don't remember seeing light up the stage in those deck lists. I could be wrong. I don't remember it. I didn't see you there. I don't even know if they have Dart in the deck. They had to have taken, like, to find room for, like, light up the stage and Kiln Fiend. Like, they have an unordinary deck list. Select your companion. Jeez, these hands. We can keep this. This hand is reasonable. I can keep it. But our opponent kept a full grip. Kiln Fiend without Lava Dart? I don't know. I don't know. The list is weird. Copter. They didn't even have a 1-drop here. What about 8 fetch? I think, like, taking any damage seems to have sucked this league. This league has been so aggressive. 2 burn decks. This is round 3, right? We're up against a Rakdos Prowess deck. Very painful. Hopefully this is Kiln Fiend. That would be, like, the best. Well, I guess if it's Kiln Fiend, I won't be thrilled. What the hell is this? You have nothing? Or maybe you have Scourge of the Skyclaves? Nothing. Excellent. I'll take that. Alright, maybe we can squeeze out a victory here. No creatures. That deck is like a million creatures. They didn't find one. Fine by me. Let's get rid of this copter for anything. Yeah, I'll take that. Or maybe they have Death Shadow. They're just waiting for us to do all the work. Or maybe they have removal and I just didn't have anything out at the time. Keep playing. They keep playing cards. Cards, people, cards. Go get Luris. Do it. Do it. But still prefer 1 damage from fetch 1 time and no fiery that. Well, here's the problem, Lumberjack. Like, it's not necessarily 1 damage from a fetch 1 time. Because if you have to look for a Scalding Tarn, then you're taking 3 damage. So it's still quite painful. Okay, Lava Dart, as prophesized. If nothing happens this turn, I'm just going to Spreading Seas the Blood Crypt. What the fuck is this? Oh, they're going to play Light Up the Stage. That was a hefty price to pay for that stage. Come on, Kiln Fiend. Oh, they found lands. Lame. Oh, they can't play anything this turn yet. Well, what I can do, I'm going to Spreading Seas this. If they want to blow this up with their Lava Dart, that's fine with me. 3 lightning. We're getting close to just killing our opponent. Sir, I understand at least you don't have a lot of turn 1, so fetch for a tap land, but without a lot of interruption is hard. Well, if I'm 100% fetching to put something into play tap, that's not going to be good. Oh yeah, they're not shocking themselves. They're keeping their life total high. So they're at 5 life. They are at 5. It's an entertaining life total. Maybe we're going to see a Scourge now. And I have to cast this Lava Dart this turn, right? I can bolt this. And save my... No, I'm going to play Trickster next turn, 100%. 100 million%. All the burn. I'm going to save all the burn spells. I just need my opponent to take 1 more damage. Just take 1 more damage, my friend. 1 more damage, and it's all over. It's gonna be you'll be dead before you hit the ground. Do you have a fetch land in hand? Because I don't think they have any defense against like Lightning Bolt, right? They have no defense. Oh! Okay. Pretty sure the game is over. Well, there's 1 Lava Dart in the graveyard, so... Can you muster up 17 damage in 1 shot? You have 3 cards in hand, 1 Lava Dart, so you can play... Lava Dart, sack it twice for 6 damage, 7, 8, mutagenic growth, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not good enough. Oh yeah, actually, I guess they could go like 4 Manamorphoses or something. Oh, let's see what our opponent can do. I'm not going to bolt anything. I'm just going to take the line that kills them. I mean, they're going to go for something here. If they can kill me here, all the more power. Why do they have creatures out? Like, I don't understand that. They have two creatures out. Have they been sandbagging creatures this entire time? They're gonna fatal push my trickster. That is not the beginning of a road to victory. And when I play this lightning bolt, they know trouble is a brewing. That's the power of Boltfolk, people. That's the power of Boltfolk. Thanks to lightning bolts, you know it's over. All the lightning bolts. The rare triple bolts. 3 bolts for a 3-2-1. This technically is an Izzet deck, yes. Good games. I'm so curious to know what the hell this game looked like from their perspective. See you on YouTube. Moving on. We got business to do. Yeah, 3 of a kind beats a pair. Blitzfolk, except I have nothing to do on turn 1. Oh, great. The mods are doing something. The mods are doing a good job. Like, easier for me would be to just change the name of the stream if I really had to do it. That's what I do with the Modern Challenge. All right. Who's our next victim to Boltfolk? Not a very keepable hand. Another prowess deck. It's just fire all day. I'll keep this. This is a land. I'll just dump the Regery. Did you stram the... no, I didn't even play in the challenge. Yeah, I'll tell you what I did with my weekend. I did waste it. I wasted it playing Among Us. So, like, on Saturday, I played with Will Hall, and he ended up playing, instead of for playing for, like, an hour, he ended up, him and his friends were playing for, like, or him and his fans were playing for, like, 4 hours. So, we played for forever. This hand speaks to me. A burn deck? Are you with Luris? Is that what's happening here? What's going on here? Another burn deck? What the fuck? 3 burn decks. Huh? Jund? Oh, okay, it's just Jund. It's Jund. It's Jund, Shadow, Luris, Prowess. Adventure cards count as creatures. Did you see my selfie in Will Hall's Discord? I did not look at it, sorry. I was just preoccupied with the, you took my Lord of Atlantis. How dare you? How dare you? So anyway, the deal is I played Among Us for like 4 hours with Will Hall, and I'm like, and I only did it because I had a sort of a shitty sleep on Friday, so I didn't feel up to playing the challenge. And then randomly, somebody in another Discord was asking a random Among Us Discord, "Oh God, what do I do about this? Oh, I can bolt you, or do you bolt me? You know, are you gonna bolt me in response to hitting this thing?" Maybe I'll wait a turn. Oh fuck, this won't work the way I want it to. I can't fetch into Scalding. Like they can bolt me, and if they in response, if I want to fetch into Sacred Foundry, I'm gonna screw myself. Because I'm gonna at least shock myself. Oh no, this isn't too bad actually. Okay, in response. No, this is not gonna work. What's my life total gonna be? Fetch shock. I'm gonna be down 7 life. Fuck. And I have a trickster in my hand. What am I even doing? What is amateur hour? This is stupid. What am I even fucking doing? I got myself. That's what happened here. Well, okay, here's the plus side. My opponent ran out of cards. Like I would just trickster this. They're out of cards. Then they grab Luris and like I kill it next turn. Whatever. I'm taking a completely unnecessary 4 damage. I mean, maybe we got the bolt out of their hand. That's not too bad. That's got to be worth something. Mind games. You're baiting them. At least we'll... Yeah, we're probably still winning. What do they have in their hand? They had 0 cards last turn. I don't get it. They emptied their hand. Now somehow they have 2 cards in hand. They have a Luris. They have a land on the battlefield. How did they get a card? I swear they're empty-handed just a second ago. I swear. They're not going to play their Luris. If you're not going to play your Luris, I'm going to play my Bone Crusher fucking Giant. Here comes the beef. And if they go like Luris into Scourge, we bolt the Luris. Then we Scourge it. Do you have your own? Oh, you know, Dismember. I don't care about that. Where'd the second card? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I swear. Oh, it was on my turn? No, I don't get it. I don't know where this card randomly came from, and there's no Mishra's Bauble in the graveyard. I'm probably wrong or something. It's been a long day. So anyway, okay, so my weekend. So I play Among Us for like 4 hours. Another fucking... Oh, they've taken damage from this, by the way. That's not free. That's hilarious. We're really dealing damage to them. Might as well play Copter. They're waiting to get Luris plus a mana for that Scourge of the Skyclaves. Not that they know that it's totally fucking useless. Totally useless. You cast Stomp on your turn, they drew a card and put Luris in hand. Oh, maybe I've missed a turn? Maybe I missed a turn. Okay, that makes some sense to me. And anyway, I was having so much fun playing Among Us because there was this guy that was the imposter like 5 times in a row. 5 times in a row. And each time I sniffed out that he was the imposter every single time. And he was getting really pissed about it. He got really pissed. To the point where he, when the next time when he was imposter, he just killed me in front of everyone in the cafeteria. I thought that was hilarious. So I was having a lot of... Huh? Miss Lethal? Oh, I missed Lethal. I guess I could bolt my opponent. We're like winning the hard way. I did miss Lethal. And my opponent has no cards in hand, so I don't care. So what ends up happening... Okay, so that Among Us game ended after like 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. And then someone randomly invited me from another Discord group. Hey, we need another player to play Among Us. I'm like, I have no idea who you are, but let's go play. So I end up playing in another group, and then I got to be imposter 4 times in a row for my very first games against these people, and I won the first 3. And then I got into some situation in the 4th game. Okay, what should we do here? I guess we need a Braids. And Spreading Seas. Glasspool Mimic, no good. And Copter, no good on the draw. Submit. And then in the 4th game, it was a pretty big rush. I'm like, this is the first time I'm up against these people, and imposter 3 times in a row going into the 4th time. And it came down to me and someone else in the end. I put someone in a spot where it's like 50-50 whether I'm the imposter or not. Unfortunately, they chose me. The whole what are the odds you're imposter 4 times in a row? What are the odds? It didn't work. It didn't work on them. Anyway, so I had a lot of fun on Saturday, up to the point where it's like 11:30 in the morning and I didn't end up playing in any of the challenges. Man, this hand is You know what? Lightning Bolt makes these matchups a lot more bearable. I mean, they're going to get this Luris. I don't even care. Scourge of the Skyclaves. I don't care. We're going to Trickster that one again. You didn't learn your lesson the first time. I know you're going to play Scourge. Oh. Okay, then. Sealed through the turn. Yeah, we're just flexing. We're just flexing, that's all. Just showing all our stuff. Oh, shit. That's actually a good card. Well, if they get Luris and start bringing the Swiftspear back, that sucks. Of course, they're going to draw an extra card off of the bauble, too. Our life total. Why did they do that? They took my Trickster. Oh, because they have Scourge. Scourge is on the way. Yeah, I got 4 Burn Prowess decks in a row. Well, I might as well keep this up. And, I mean, if they put Luris in their hand, I mean, that syncs up their turn. If they've got Scourge, I can't play around that. I'm in bad shape against Scourge. Oh, did I forget to play a land? Forgot to play a land. Tarmogoyf! That is a card. Don't punish me. Oh, I wasn't punished. I was not punished. That would have came into play tapped anyway. I'm gonna hit for 5. They're gonna put Luris in hand. Maybe we can race this. They have nothing, like crap in hand. Yeah, they don't have. Well, that is crap, but well, whatever. Okay, now we got to bring in Relic. They've got this beefy boy. We might just get Teamer Battle Raged here. I'm not blocking. Trickster for justice. Trickster. Guess we pass to block the Tarmogoyf. Now, in response to the fetch, they oh no, they're just getting Mishra's Bauble. I thought they were going to fetch for Swiftspear, then we could stomp this Luris. Okay, what are we hoping for? I mean, at the very least, we can have a blocker for another turn. It's just that we can die at any moment to a bolt. Trickster. 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 Silvergill into Trickster would be great. I'm blocking. I'm blocking. I'm not blocking. Let's go on to the next game. I'm on the play now. Well, Blood Moon looking pretty good. They're 3 colors. Actually, maybe we bring in Blood Moon here. Yeah, we can bring in everything that can play around a blood moon. Maybe we're gonna take all the fish out. Take out. We're gonna be like a blue-red moon deck now. Okay, we're gonna keep this. Ugh, I want to take out Lord Silvergill Adept. We have like almost no creatures. Fish, yeah, almost fishless fish. I have to take out 4 cards. Okay, maybe I won't have so many relics. Just have, well, Tarmogoyf's a pretty big deal for this deck. Well, maybe not. This. Uh, okay, maybe we shouldn't go overboard with the seas. No, but seas is good. Can I take any lands? Okay, we actually need our lands now to curve into seas. No, maybe we don't. Good. Sorry, to curve into Blood Moon, but I'm just gonna take a chance. I don't know. Guess I'll do it like this. Maybe I'm overrating a braid. Can't take out Ether Vial. Keep. Nice. Nice hand. Fear. Fear my turn 1 bolt on your Swift Spear. Oh, that's a great target for spreading seas. I bet you thought you were going to bolt or fatal push something. Little did you know you're not going to do shit. Actually, they might bolt me. We see that Fiery Eyelid once again being an absolute nuisance. Tarmogoyf? Tarmogoyf. Actually, I can abrade Tarmogoyf here. Or should I keep nuking their mana a little bit? Okay, maybe... I don't want to give them any inch with this Scourge, though. It's a 3/4 now. See, if they bring out a Black Manosaurus, I'm going to try to hit that instead. Wrenn and 6. Well, that is difficult to beat. Or that's difficult to spreading seas out of the game, I should say. Alright, let's see how many Black Manosauruses you have. That's not bad. Anyway. Gonna start getting the creatures in play. Now, that being said, now if we get Blood Moon, that would be good, because it would make all the stuff that this Wrenn and 6 finds completely useless. I wonder if I spreading seas this, is that it for the swamps? Was it Luris time? Oh, you're gonna take my bolt. Okay. I do not think I'm in good shape here. I'll sack now just in case I can draw something nice. That's not too bad. And pass. We need that Blood Moon. I'm telling you people, Blood Moon would shut them. Oh no, Blood Moon won't shut them down because they got the swamp out. You don't like to say that, but I think he's sniping. I don't think so. I don't necessarily think so. Another Ren and 6. Are you gonna go down and kill this thing? Well, now I can kill the Ren and 6. Now they're gonna get Luris. Okay, come on, Blood Moon, right now. Would be fantastic. Oh, yes! Okay. Okay, let's not get too excited. Well, let's be serious. Let's get excited. Okay, I'm gonna take a damage off of Polluted Delta anyway, so I better get the island out of our deck. Oh no! I need a second one! Ugh. I screwed that up. I wanted to maximize my islands. What do I do now? Just play Blood Moon? I guess we're just gonna play a Blood Moon. Whatever. I want a Bone Crusher Giant, that stupid thing. We can't play Islet next turn, because Islet... I guess what I should have just did... Well, I wanted to maximize the number of islands I have in play. Alright, now let's see what happens. Because they can still play Scourge of the Skyclaves now. They can't play Luris. And I doubt they're ever going to find the second black mana source again. Now, if we draw our Case Spreading Seas, we can then Spreading Seas this swamp. They can't play this. That's going to be funny too. Oh man, we're just punished for the wrong reasons here. I can't play like Bone Crusher Giant and cast it on the same turn. Okay, so... Oops, all mana. It's funny, that one fetch for this island actually screwed me. There would be no Ren and 6 on the battlefield. Maybe this wasn't even necessary. Maybe I should hit my opponent, force them to go to like 8 or something. Because like, this Ren and 6 isn't going to do anything to this bone, or they'd go down to 7. So that soaks up their turn. If they want to go down on the Ren 6, it kills it. So, I mean, if I draw Silvergill Adept, I'll just cast it for full retail, I guess. They have no other lands to play. So this Blood Moon's doing some good work here. Ever thought of playing Blood Chief's Thirst and Dimir Merfolk for Ren? I have not even thought about playing Dimir Merfolk, so I did not get that far. If I play Blood Moon, I can't play Fiery Islet because, well, I mean, I can play Fiery Islet, but it's not, I can't draw a card if that's what you're trying to do. What I really wanted to do was stomp this and play Blood Moon on the same turn, but I ended up fetching out an island, which sounds good at first, but it's totally useless when it comes to this line. I wonder if there's a second swamp in their deck to get this Luris out. They dumped a Teamer Battle Rage. I guess they're also waiting to find their like Case Swamp or something. Ah, that's interesting. You're gonna target themselves? Teamer Battle Rage still alive, by the way. Lord of Atlantis. I could try to block you and then bolt you. My opponent's had a little bit too much life. Let's say you hit yourself. 6, double strike, I go to 12, I don't die. Pass. Or I could attack. No, that's just way too greedy. Way too greedy. Oh, those lands are useless. You want to give your Death Shadow double strike? I mean, there's other lines that could happen. I don't know. Maybe they bolt themselves or something. But I mean, if I played the game as I wanted to, we could have had a Bone Crusher Giant on the battlefield earlier. Our opponent might have been dead already if they like you can't even fatal push the Bone Crusher Giant because a permanent needs to leave the battlefield. I mean, maybe they could still do that with a Ren and 6. No blocks. If I get punished, I get punished. I don't get punished. Scourge? Scourge is gonna be huge. Collective Brutality? EE on 2. That's funny. Blow up your Ren. You're gonna deal a damage to me. Okay. Let's just draw a Bolt. Oh no, if I draw a Bolt, that's not good. I don't have enough red mana to play everything I want to play. So you blow up. Oh, they're gonna blow up. No, if you blow up the Spreading Seas, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, Feed the Swarm would do it. Okay, I'll attack with both. If they crack explosives, then I have Silver Gill Adept to block this Death Shadow. They might just let it go through because it would give them like a really big Death Shadow. Oh, that was a good draw. That was chef's kiss. Mwah. Screw your deck. You definitely aren't going to do shit this time. Now what do you got? Blood Moon fucked you. I know it. I know it! So you see, you bring it in where it's going to shut them down. They were lucky to have that swamp. They were lucky to have that swamp. All right. 3-1 with Boltfolk. On round 4. Close matchups. 2 burn, 2 prowess matchups. Jeez. GG's all around. High fives. Moonfolk better than Simic in this league, yes. I would have been I think my Simic deck would do fine against the burn decks, but holy crap, would I be very devastated to be up against these prowess decks. We got the results. We're already 3-1 going into the last round. But damn, would I like to have more 1-drops in this deck. Maybe we need to play Lava Dart. Oh wait, 100%. Well, I don't know about 100%, but... Well, the Blood Moon helped us in 2 of these rounds. So that's a... We can't play the Painless Mana base. We're up against the Fat Caster Mage, and they've got like a fat-looking avatar. I love everything that they're doing. This hand's too clunky. They ult to 6. This hand's pretty clunky. We're not getting this Reedry in play for a long time. And yeah, I'm just gonna mull it. Like we can't even cast this thing off of Vial. We need the lands. This hand's look good. I'll just dump this Flooded Strand. Is this another Lurrus deck? Oh my god. This is just fire meets fire, this league. I don't know what's going on, chat. I don't know what's going on. All we do is we keep running into like more of these damn more of these red decks, which is red decks all over the place. I don't know what to do, Chad. I don't know what to do. Should I call like the fire department? Do I gotta call 911? Hey Nikachu, huge fan of your work. I'm a friend of Doomswitch and came to know you from your interview with him. Love what you do to promote other players. Not only a good player, but also a kind person. Keep it up. I am. We just interviewed a Splinter Twin player, basically. I guess we'll dump the Flooded Strand. I'm not gonna be thrilled about taking damage on my first turn, but I think we're gonna do what we gotta do. It's gonna be Prowess player. This is the first time that I'm watching you stream. I've watched your channel for years, though. Thank you very much, Funmeister. M515 gifted a 1-month sub to Ricardo Diaz MTG. Congratulations, Ricardo. You're now subscribed to the Nikachu tribe. Now, wow, maybe that should be my slogan. You are now subscribed to the Nikachu tribe. Well, that sucked. They took the Silver Gill Adept. No, I'm gonna take a damage. Oh, that was a mistake. I should just play the Steam Vents. I mean, maybe it's probably not gonna punish me, but still. Well, I need to keep my life total high, so we're gonna bolt this right now. The Subscribe Tribe. Just gonna get Lyrioloris. Also the Scourge of the Skyclaves, or where's my Trickster? I trickstered a ton of these today. That's not a Trickster. That's also not a Trickster. So do I play Glasspool Mimic here? Could potentially play 2 more Lords next turn. I'm gonna take damage and make the Scourge bigger. That's not good. Yeah, I'll just give myself the option. Otherwise, if I play Steam Vents, if Steam Vents comes into play tapped right now, these have to come into play tapped, and I have no choice. I think I got a Glasspool the Lords. Okay, so you're gonna hit me. Well, I'm at 19, so that's a nice healthy life total. The Scourge of the Skyclaves has some work to do. Everyone loves drawing cards. Everyone's favorite thing to do. Okay, Scourge about to double in size. Okay, Scourge gonna get bigger. But hopefully not too much bigger. I could reasonably block the Scourge. Alright, I reasonably cannot. Oh, this is very different from the last match. Oh, but it's like very similar. They just ended up having like a lot more removal. Oh, we're just dead. Instant 2020. Alright, we're bringing in the Blood Moons. We know what we're dealing with here. Bring in some relics. I think I had like 3 Abrades. What was the size? I think I took out some Smuggler's Copters, took out all the Reejeries because it was clunky. And I took out the Glasspool Mimics. This is just another Rotten Prowess deck. 5 rounds! All Prowess, Prowess and Burn everywhere. What is going on? What's going on here? I don't get it. And the one time we play a red deck, we're just up against all the red decks. Monastery Swiftspear, 5 rounds in a row. I keep running into Monastery Swiftspear. Monastery Swiftspear's all over the place. Oh my god, this format, it's all Monastery Swiftspear. Please, someone ban the card. We gotta ban Monastery Swiftspear. Monastery Swiftspear is taking over the format. Well then. I don't even know if this hand might be total garbage. I'm keeping it. This hand might be pure trash. But we can Spreading Seas turn 2, and we have Stomps for days. If I get Swiftspear banned, you'll report me. Okay, let's get an island. I'll go. I have 3 Bone Crusher Giants. So many Bone Crusher Giants. Okay, they don't have Swiftspear in hand, because they would have played that first. Guess they have Thoughtseize. A second Mishra's Bauble. Targeting me this time. Wouldn't you like to know what I have? What's it gonna be? Probably some Thoughtseize or something. They'll probably take Spreading Seas. Get Vents. Oh, why an island? Because if I'm going to get Vents and shock myself, I can still do that here. Whereas if, like, let's say I have nothing to do, like, I'm going to play Polluted. Like, I want to minimize the amount of damage I take. If I got Steam Vents and, like, I would guarantee that I take damage there. I don't want 2 Vents. There's no need for 2 Vents right now at all. Oh, that's a good card. Pass. Like, what do I do with 2 Vents here? And also, if I get Blood Moon, it would not be good. I don't, like, I guess the thing is I don't need 2 Steam Vents. I just need 1. At most. At the moment. I guess we need 1 more land so we can get these Bone Crusher Giants cast. Maybe I'm just going to help them. Or maybe not. I don't know. We can be patient. Should I try to kill them? What's going on here? I'm going to be a little patient. If I draw a land here, I'll be sort of punished because then I could have played a Bone Crusher Giant. You know what? I'm going to sit on this for a little while. We can sit on that card. They're playing like their only threat is Death Shadow. Or maybe I guess I should play Relic. They're playing like they have nothing to do. Well, I sort of want threats. I'm going to exile this. If I draw another land, whatever, I'll play it and play a Relic. I don't draw another. Should play Relic for the turn, by turn Grave Hate? What? Shock! How shocking. You still can't cast a Death Shadow, though. But you get your Lurrus. But now I can play my Trickster. I might just burn the son of a bitch to the ground, really. Okay, so we get Trickster in play. I might just tick this to 3. I mean, like, why not? I can Violin Bone Crusher Giants. LOL. Okay, let's go. I would also like to not pop it, but I need to... I'd prefer to have like a land on the battlefield or more creatures I can put in with Vile. Sexy Jund raiding with a party of 24. Welcome, Sexy Jund. And all your sexy viewers. You're viewing Blue-Red Merfolk. This is what we're doing today. It's a peculiar deck, for sure. So I think they were hoping I would tap out, but no, instead it was the other way around. I waited for them to tap out. You couldn't play the waiting game the way I can play the waiting game. I can wait better than anyone else can. I was waiting all day. We are up against... This is our 5th Monastery Swiftspear matchup. The 5th one. Actually, did we actually see a Monastery Swiftspear get cast? I'm not sure about that. Another Copter. So what if I just bolt this damn thing? Is that okay? I mean, I can play Relic and then exile something. You're gonna take damage. Okay, so we can crew the Copter with this. Goyf still dies. Attack. Sort of useless. Take 5, and we have like Bone Crushers coming, and we'll play a Relic and pass. It's not the best times for poor Tarmy, that's true. Swiftspear, 5th matchup with Swiftspear, unbelievable. Oh my god, look at the aggro we're seeing out of the Swiftspear. That's crazy. You're insane. What are you attacking for? You have 4 life left. You're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. So what do? I mean, they could bolt my Copter. Oh, I know what to do. Okay, well, Spreading Seas the Blood Moon. This actually will work out. And what they'll do is if they... Actually, this is not going to work out the way I want to. They could kill the Trickster. I crew the Copter, but I only hit them for, like, so much. Shoot, did I throw this game? Maybe I threw the game. No, I haven't. No, maybe I threw the game. They are going to Fatal Push this. Oh no, did I throw the game? This attack's for 18. I lose to Team or Battle Rage. That Fatal Push was strong. I couldn't do anything about it. Hold and block? Well, I can't block against Team or Battle Rage if they have it. Anyway, we're going in, people. We're going in. We are going in. Don't even know what we're going in for. That's probably not even very useful right now. I'm gonna show them Blood Moon. Make their Goyf bigger. Alright, let's go. I mean, if they try to remove the blocker, they die, right? So I can make a reliable chump block here. I just can't beat a Team or Battle Rage. I'm just wondering, is there any other way I could play that? And blocking this doesn't matter, right? So let's say you hit me for 12 and bolt me. It's not enough, so I'll just block the Swiftspear. Doesn't change anything. You either have Team or Battle Rage or you don't. Oh, looks like they'd have it. How could I play that differently, though? How could I play that differently? No, I didn't have lethal. That's the problem, M515. I didn't... How do I... Okay, explain to me how I have lethal. Explain. Or I guess... Okay, hold on. If I stomp their face... They shoot... Hold on. Okay, I can crew with a copter, and I have 2 attackers. Oh yeah, you know what? I guess that works. For some, I don't know why I didn't think about this line. I thought no, hold on. Hold on. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. So here's my question. I'm gonna let them kill me. So here's the problem. Now if we go back, that line doesn't work because that's what I was thinking about. But I don't actually have lethal, assuming they have a removal spell. So here's the deal. Let's say I stomp their face. Then what they do, now I don't have a Bone Crusher Giant to put in play with Ether Vial, so I have 2 so if I crew the Copter and attack, they Fatal Pushed this thing instead of Fatal Pushing this the Merfolk Trickster, and then nothing changed. Yeah, they only pushed the Trickster because we didn't stomp face first. But it wasn't lethal, because then if I was trying to cut off their mana so I could guarantee at the beginning of combat I activate Copter and I win. I needed like did I need one more land? Or I needed another 3-drop randomly in my hand. It was close. There might have been, I definitely got arrogant somewhere in this game. Like, I thought we had it in the bag. I had a Vial on 3, they weren't doing anything, I'm attacking. Maybe there was a cleaner line. I would have preferred to curve out with the Relica, though. If they had pushed Temur Battle Rage, we just lose, so we just take the best line to beat removal spell. Which I don't know if we did. Just trying to think, what else can we do here? I don't know. Tough spot. Well, we went 3. Well, it's a mediocre 3-1. Was it close? Hold on. What was my past record? I don't know. So we went 3-2 with this. Wasn't great, wasn't bad. 5 Monastery Swiftspear matchups. 5 Monastery Swiftspears. Why are there so many Monastery Swiftspears? If I could do it again, it's a tough call, because I think for sure I don't want this painful mana base. I would maybe try to adopt the painless blue-red mana base. I think that's better than this. And if we get Blood Mooned, we get Blood Mooned. Because taking this damage was just such a liability in every match. But again, we were only up against the Swiftspear, these prowess decks. Because Blood Moon was good in 2 of them. No, Blood Moon was good in 3 of the matchups. Because we Blood Mooned out 1 burn player. But I bet if we didn't take any damage from our mana base, we'd have been great against burn. Like, we would have had a really good game. The fact that we have to, like, shock, damage, fetch was just terrible. They only had 1 attacker to 1 blocker plus removal, no way to push. Yeah, there was no way to push past. So there was no lethal. There was chat lethal. There was chat lethal, but not actual lethal. Overall, the deck was okay. I think it's worth developing. Maybe it's worth it to have more counter spells. This feels like I'm pretty counter light. But I'm not sure. I don't want to play with Chalice on 1 because it's going to like screw over my Lightning Bolt, and that's the point of playing this deck. Yeah. What do you think, everyone? Was it worth it? It was a very interesting league, to say the least. Maybe the real line was to block Swiftspear. I did block Swiftspear. I blocked, and then they Temur Battle Raged their Death Shadow, and I died horribly. Oh, let them get Revolt, and then maybe screw up, and you stomp them? Oh, maybe. I have no idea. That's too far for me. Well, anyway, for everyone, thank you very much for watching. We're going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel. We're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu playing Boltfolk in Modern.